Hi, so let's look at the sectors. So we will start with the banking and financial sector. Here we can see कि ऊपर की तरफ हम देख रहे हैं कि नाम इंडिया में एक बहुत अच्छी प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आई फ्रॉम हाई लेवल्स, बट हमने यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा एक 10% मूव से ज़्यादा ही हमने विद इन 2 सेशंस इसमें हमने बना लिया है. एंड दिस इज़ ऑल्सो ट्रू फॉर इंडिया बुल हाउसिंग फाइनेंस. इसमें ट्रेंड थोड़ी सी वीक दिख रही है. और अदर देन दैट हम जब मिडिल ब्रांच में आते हैं यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं कि पीएफसी में भी अच्छी मूव आई, लेकिन ट्रेंड वीक हो रही है. इसके अलावा एम फाइनेंस में भी अपर लेवल्स से अच्छी सेल ऑफ आई. एचडीएफसी बैंक में वीकनेस है, एचडीएफसी में वीकनेस है. एंड दिस इज़ ऑल्सो ट्रू फॉर मुथूट फाइनेंस. आरबीएल बैंक, स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया में 428 रीजन से कुछ सपोर्ट आई. और एच डी एफ सी एएमसी यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बहुत वीकनेस आई एंड इट एंडेड टुवर्ड्स डे लो. And this was also something which I kept on saying that these are all result based moves. So maybe you should be cautious. और ये मैं 2 बजे 1:30 बजे का on Friday session बोला था. No matter what, we will see how this moves. Of course, on Monday the move will be based on the result. और उसके अनुसार फिर हम अपना ट्रेड लेंगे. So there is nothing to worry for now. हम जैसे ही इस लोअर क्वाड्रेंट में आते हैं यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि यहाँ पे आईसीआईसीआई बैंक है, बजाज फिनसर्व है डे लो, इंडसइंड बैंक है डे लो, मन्नपुरम डे लो, और बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा यहाँ पे है, एयू बैंक. सो बेसिकली एंड मे बी एयू बैंक कैन रिवर्स फ्रॉम 1200 लेवल्स. और अदर देन दैट आईसीआईसीआई जीआई इज़ वेरी नियर 1500. हमने आईसीआईसीआई जीआई 1606 से हमने शॉर्ट करके हमने पैसा वी आर इन द ट्रेड ऑफ फॉर दिस वन. सो दिस इज गोइंग गुड. इट सीम्स लाइक देयर इज मोर वीकनेस कमिंग in ICICI GI, and that's also true for Bandhan Bank. Bandhan Bank is also looking that it looks like the positions are getting added in Bandhan Bank in the short side. So over in all, I would say इस middle quadrant में हम देख सकते हैं कोटक is stuck between 1700 and 1750. इस level पे stuck है, and this is also true for RBL Bank. It seems like RBL Bank is also getting weaker. 220 is going to be a hard resistance for now for RBL Bank. Cholafin is also unable to cross 515 levels. So this is one of the trades which I really like is when it crosses 515 we enter the trade at 520. So the financials and bankings are sort of like weakish to neutral. There's definitely not strength. Now let's look into auto. We took a very good trade in the last half an hour in Balakrishna Industries. It closed at all-time high. Other than that, you can see MRF, Motherson Sumi, Hero Motocorp gave a good move, but towards closing it also faced some profit booking from higher levels. Also true for Excite Industries. And if we see Tata Motors lost everything, and so it was again stuck between 316 and 306. So this is, and it seems like there are short positions which are getting added in Tata Motors as of the data from Friday night. और TVS Motor भी एक डोजी फॉर्म की. M&M also dipped, and Bajaj Auto also dipped, but there was some very minor buying at 3930 levels. Maruti also dipped. So basically this was also what we discussed, that auto sector looks not really good. And the good thing is we created shorts in Aisha Motor when it broke 2690, and now you can see it's very near to 2600 levels. So this was also a good trade. From cement we can see that positions are getting added in Ultra Cement, and this is also looking good. But Sri Cement had a lot of positions getting added in the short side. We have received 28,000 acts like support, so even there's not much to trade in Siemens. Okay, this is one of the good sectors, and we identified both McDowell and UBL. They are both getting big. They closed at big green candles, and it seems like they are also having positions which are getting added at the right time. So this is a sectorial analysis of all the FMCG counters we have. In my next video, I will do an explicit chart analysis of all these companies which are trending, and so that will be very much helpful. Similarly, you can see this Bata India was also a very good trade. We were able to take it from below 16,000 levels in the last 2-3 days, and now it went towards 1630. So this was also a very good trade. Havels also is seeing positions which are getting added. So overall, these four companies are looking good. Voltas went towards 1060, but it faced some resistance. We have to see how Voltas moves forward. So this would definitely be in my tracker. Berger Paint had a great profit booking, and so did Godrej Consumer Products, and so did Hindustan Unilever. You can see these all companies are forming dojis. Similarly, Nestle India is also forming a doji, and it seems like Dabur is getting weaker, and so maybe going forward, Dabur might turn out to be a very good short trade. And Britannia is always weak, and we have been waiting for reversal in Britannia, but still it's not able to close above 3500 levels, which we would be interested to monitor. Tata Consumer also looks weak. It's now heading towards 750, and Marico is also getting is also closed a very near day high, though there was some buying pressure which happened at the lower levels. So in general, you can say that FMCG sector is also not one of the sectors. ITC just like had a great profit booking towards the end of the day, and it closed below 208 levels. So in general, the market for FMCG is still better than the previous ones we saw, and at least companies like McDowell and UBL, they have positions which are getting added on the long side. Havels also has some positions. We have to see if it is able to break the 1080 levels, because this is not the first time that Havels have moved. And then a very good selling of very बहुत जोरों से ऐसे सेलिंग आई है ऊपर लेवल्स से. दिस इज़ नॉट द फर्स्ट टाइम. बाटा इंडिया को भी आप देख सकते हो कि ये 1600 लेवल्स को क्रॉस करके बंद हुई है. सो दिस बाटा इंडिया इज ऑल्सो लुकिंग गुड फ्रॉम FMCG and durables sector. So now let's look into IT. Wipro, Doji, Mindtree, sort of. So you can see there's absolutely, and there's no positions which are getting added. TCS has breached 3200, and now it's close to below 3200, and this is also true for Tech Mahindra. Also is weak, and so is Infi. LTI has a huge amount of positions which are getting added in LTI, so maybe this 4300 levels will act like a good support, and maybe it will reverse from here, right? So LTI is definitely one of the companies which I would be tracking for reversal. And the next is HCL Tech is also looking weaker, and so maybe going forward there will be more profit booking in LTI. LTTS is also looking very good as a reversal candidate, and so basically we have to see. Infi is looking weaker, and it seems like positions are getting added in the short side, and we have to see of how this moves. But in the IT branch, I think LTI is a very good contender who can move forward and go towards 4400 levels if this 4300 levels are not breached. So this looks like a very good reversal candidate to me. So we will see how it works on Monday. Now we are in this minerals and steel sector. So we can see the Jindal Steel had some good move, but again it faced some resistance at 408 levels. We took this trade, and so this is a good one. Tata Steel is going towards is making high, but again, unfortunately, I'm absolutely not able to see any trend coming in Tata Steel, and hence I have not been participating in the last run which Tata Steel had, because there was absolutely no positions which were getting added. And this is also true for Hindalco. Hindalco is trying to give us a good move, but the positions are not yet mature. The trend is not yet mature. But we will keep a track on Hindalco for a move. We took a trade below 390 towards 400, and this was already posted in YouTube. You will find it in my earlier market watch videos. Other than that, we haven't traded any other steel sector company other than SAIL. Of course, we took a trade in SAIL from 123 some 1 week ago, where it reversed, and so then after that it never went to those levels, and it went towards 125 126 levels, where we closed our position. So right now we have no positions in our in this particular sector of steel and minerals. And now let's look into pharma. So you can see that in the top branch we have big names, D's and Granules and Glenmark and all pharma. All of the companies gave a good move, and so did Lupin and Biocon. So Biocon we traded in the earlier session, and this was already discussed in one of my videos, where we took positions at 388 and we closed at 397. And the next day, when it was able to open 400, we also took long positions. So this is, and our target was 410, which my target was 410, which was already met in this particular session. So Glenmark is looking good. Granules is giving a move, but it looks like it's getting weaker, and so is this APL Limited. Also has been facing a lot of resistance from 1000 levels, and it still is facing resistance. Cadila, Sun Pharma are over there. Cipla had a good profit booking from 990 levels. So Pfizer is absolutely forming doji, so there's not much. And so if we go below, Torrent Pharma is the only company. You can see that it's getting weaker. So we would definitely be trying to see if Torrent Pharma is able to move past 3030 levels. That has been acting like a resistance for Torrent Pharma, so we have to see how it moves from there. So if you look into all the top branch of trending stocks, so here we have Idea, National Alum, India Bull Housing Finance, Granules, NMDC, BHALE, and PFC, and Godrej Properties. These all stocks gave a good move in the last session, in the last hour, but unfortunately they have their trend is getting weaker. So I would be really skeptical of going for a fresh buy at these levels. So maybe a dip in any one of these counters, just like National Alum, Granules, NMDC, India Bull Housing Finance, BHALE, PFC, and Godrej Property would be something which would be of interest to me. And on the other side, we have trend getting stronger in companies like UBL, Balakrishna Industries, Bata India, Jindal Steel, DLF, and Ultra Cement, SRF also. So the trend is getting stronger, and so maybe I would be more interested in these companies. And also you can see Apollo Hospital also is giving a good move, and positions are also getting added in Apollo Hospital. From a short trade perspective, and weaknesses are getting added in companies like Sri Cement, Tata Consumer, and HCL Tech. Weakness is getting a trend. We identified trend 2 sessions ago where the weakness started. So trend is also looking weaker, and is also true for Bank of Baroda, Infi, and Aisha Moto. So these are some of the companies where the trend is starting to get from the लोअर हाफ में जो कंपनीज है इनके ट्रेंड में अभी भी स्ट्रेंथ ऐड हो रही है, विच मीन्स दैट देयर आर मोर शॉर्ट्स विच आर गेटिंग एडेड. So the chances are that they would be giving a good move on the downside. And that's also true for companies like Amara Bat. Is also a company which looks like it was unable to hold the 730 levels, and so is also true for Dabur. So these are few of the counters which I mentioned, which I would be tracking for lower side. Or a reversal के लिए definitely we have Cholafin. This is a very good reversal candidate, and also LTTS is a very good LTI, sorry, is a very good reversal candidate. Or going forward, I would say that you should only stick with companies like Apollo Hospital, SRF, Ultra Cement, Jindal Steel, DLF, Balakrishna Industries, Bata, UBL if you're looking for making trades in the long side. Even if there are big candles in these closings of say Indiable Housing and National Alum, the trend is going weaker, so there is not much of a up move that you can expect from here. When we are looking into a trend analysis, we are in a very strong trend in companies like McDowell, Havels. Nam India is also facing some levels, profit booking from higher levels, but maybe we can see if it's able to sustain the 400 breakout and IRCTC. So these are or an industry. So companies like McDowell is looking really good, and that's also true for Havels and IRCTC. And these are very strongly trending stocks. ALKEM looks like is getting weaker, and there's a huge profit booking happening from from upper levels. If ALKEM is unable to sustain 3300, then there will be more weakness in ALKEM, and this is also true for APL Limited, where we see that the stocks the trend is on the other side. And this is also true for HDFC AMC as well as ICICI GI, Coromandel. All these companies they have their weakness, and now they can very well be a good short trade if important levels, which we will find with our chart analysis in the next video, will give us a good trade. LTI looks like it's going for a reversal. We have to see of how and when this happens. But definitely it might very well be that now going forward it will either maintain this level or it will try to move up. So I would predict that there is a very limited downside on LTI for now. And this Bandhan Bank is also getting weaker. So on the weak counters we have ICICI GI, Coromandel, Bandhan Bank, HDFC AMC definitely, but again we have to see how it reacts to the result. APL Limited, ALKEM, these looks weak, and on the brighter side and on the strength side, I can see companies like McDowell, if it's able to breach the immediate resistance at 680, and definitely IRCTC and Havels. And in Indus Tower is also had some profit booking from the top levels, and this is also true for Nam India. But definitely the Nam India and Indus Tower would be something to buy in dips if you are interested. But definitely the trend is really the three top stocks which are really trending on the long side are IRCTC, McDowell, and Havels. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to help you in understanding of how this market has their stocks positioned, and going forward what move we can expect from which particular sector. Thanks a lot for listening. So in general there is not much of any particular sector which is coming out, but maybe we can, if we look into the top branch, we can see that there are some few names from FMCG, just like liquor sector like UBL and McDowell. Other than that, there are few pharma names like Glenmark and Divi's over here, Granules over here, and so these are few of the other sectors which are working. I think the underlining, and here you can see this company like IRCTC. So we can say that the theme is more in terms of unlocking theme. So that's actually being played on a very high level, if you want, you can call that. because you can see companies like India Hotel is here, and so is UBL, McDowell, IRCTC. So this is how actually the market is poised. Hope this video is going to help you in taking your trades and understanding the general breadth of the market. The next video I will be posting, I will be discussing more on the chart level for all the trending stocks which we have discussed, and we will also try to find out if there is some particular breakout pattern or some breakout trades or momentum trades we can take. And just like we took McDowell's as a reversal trade, similarly we will look into the chart and we will try to find out at what levels what interesting counter can give a what move and in which direction. Thanks a lot for listening and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.